for 11 years. Changing the odds for children and families facing social, emotional, and financial adversity. The key services and solutions, building family skills and creating social change for generations. Let's go on the record.
From WPBF 25, this is On the Record with Nathalie Pozo.
Community Partners of South Florida targets 3 strategic areas all at once: health, housing, and community. Here to tell us more is the CEO, Kelly Powell. Kelly, thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
Talk a little bit about the mission of the organization.
Absolutely. So Community Partners of South Florida has been in the community as a nonprofit for 39 years. And what's interesting is the needs have pretty much stayed the same. We focus on changing the odds for children and family facing adversity, really one family at a time. So our goal is to really look at those critical needs in Palm Beach County: health, housing, and community education.
And how do you guys do that? What kind of an impact do you make in those areas?
Yeah, it's a lot to cover, obviously. It's like, wow, too much. But the way we do it is we really have a comprehensive approach. We believe that we address people as a whole. So if we're looking at your housing needs, but we're not talking about the other things going on with your family, you may not be as successful. So that's why we look at this almost like a wraparound mindset and comprehensive approach. We reach over 8,000 individual and families every single year. And the way we do it is we don't tell people what to do. We partner with them, we listen. I think we're expert listeners, actually. We listen to them, and we really help them on their journey to find their generational health, wealth, and happiness.
You know, Kelly, you said something that really stuck out, because a lot of times you don't realize how much some of these go hand in hand, but health and housing, for example, they really do.
Yes, absolutely. And if you look at the stats in Palm Beach County, as one raises, so does the other. And it's becoming a crisis. There's less affordable housing. Obviously, land is an issue in Palm Beach County. And so one of the other things we are is we're a nonprofit developer. So we're not just talking to people about how to reach their dreams. We're also trying to be part of the solution by building affordable housing.
What are some of the programs you guys have?
So we have so many programs, it's almost more than you could imagine, with 27 different programs, but again, under those 3 pillars. And there's a few that are really quite impressive that kind of are those pillars. One is our Bridges programs, which you're going to hear a little bit about later. And Bridges is community areas that you're able to bring families together to address childhood needs around health, safety, and being school ready. So even though we're talking about young children, we're talking about the families. The families, and helping them figure out what's the best path for their family so the child is free of abuse and neglect, has health and wellness in their life, and when they walk in the door for school, they're ready.
Kelly, you can tell just by hearing you talk about this, you really do have a passion for this. It translates in your words. What made you want to get involved?
I've actually been with the organization 15 years, and my background is public health. So I think just being a community organizer overall and knowing that there's so much opportunity for our under-championed communities. It's just giving them a platform to be able to grow their families. And really, you know, whether it's looking at their financial well-being or their economic mobility, there's so much opportunity to change those outcomes.
I want to talk about economic mobility for a moment, because it's been a focus recently. Can you explain a little bit more about it?
Yes, so one of our programs that we're really proud of, we partner with Palm Beach County on, is our Securing Our Future. And it's really moving people out of poverty. If you think about it, if we can move children out of poverty, we're giving this community a chance. So we look at creating prosperity and economic mobility for our families. It may not just be getting a better job. It's how do they address those barriers. So the first thing we have to do is address barriers. And then we work with them on their career development and possibly their housing needs or just their financial literacy and coaching, how to budget, how to save, how to move ahead. When you are with a family that has worked for 4 years from moving out of poverty and now they're a home buyer, that's a success, and we are creating the opportunity for prosperity in Palm Beach County.
I want to talk a little bit about the challenges that possibly the organization faces and how you guys kind of address that.
Yeah, so as a nonprofit, and there's so many nonprofits in Palm Beach County, obviously funding is always an issue, especially when we're looking at how do we create affordable housing. With the big developers, we're partnering and we're trying to support as much as possible. But some of those challenges are just ensuring that our programs have the basic funding they need to support family needs.
Where do you see the nonprofit going in the next few years?
You know, we have created quite a legacy in Palm Beach County, and again, our comprehensive approach of partnering with our clients and residents. I believe that as we move forward, we will create communities that are thriving, communities that the residents are just really hitting their dreams, hitting their potential and opportunity, and creating that generational wealth.
Kelly, for anyone who may be watching this morning, you know, who may be in a situation to benefit from help from the nonprofit, what would you want to tell them?
You know, we're here to help, and it's never you have a problem, right? We're here to listen, learn, and help you come up with better solutions. We have a referral system that's so easy, and this intake team that's so incredibly passionate. And so all you got to do is go to our website, and you can put in a referral and talk to someone. Again, whether it's around the housing needs, their mental health needs, or behavioral health needs, and their community education needs.
What are some of the, I guess, you know, situations that you see that maybe someone says, oh, I probably can't, you know, reach out to you, you know, you guys probably can't help me. What are some of the things you see that way that you want to just tell people and reassure them, no, we are here for you?
Yeah. You know, right now, anxiety is up, and we've seen research that's showing that the younger generation is dealing with a lot of anxiety. Call someone, talk to us. We're more than happy. Again, I think that there's this whole idea that mental health means there's a problem. It's just someone to talk to figure out what's the best next step for you and your family. So we try to address every barrier, whether it's a financial, a mental health, or even a community. But that's our goal. Like, give us the knowledge so we can go and fight and advocate for you.
Kelly, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. Coming up next on The Record, how people are supporting the mission and making an impact.
At FPL, we're dedicated to helping you save energy and money with expert tips and our energy manager. Take control of your energy savings today at fpl.com/ways to save. FPL, working for you every single day.
At HealthSun, we go beyond healthcare with Medicare Advantage plans that take care of the whole you. Our dual-eligible plans offer more benefits on top of your Medicaid coverage to make life easier. Get a monthly allowance for groceries and utilities and a monthly allowance for OTC items. You'll also access a network of providers who take care of you from head to toe, all in one place. Call HealthSun today.
I'm Jill Hazy.
And I'm Erin Burns.
We invite you to join us this Sunday for Total Retirement with Ernie Burns, where we'll discuss wealth management, estate planning, and more.
Ernie was named 2022's Forbes Best In-State Security Professional. You don't want to miss it.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year.
It will change your life. It did for me.
Call now or go to sonobello.com.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. Many times your injury was because of a defective product, and our team of product lawyers will bring a claim against the manufacturer. Other times, you need to file for Social Security. Finally, your employer could try to retaliate if you bring a claim, and our employment law team is ready to slap them back hard. You can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
StormSmart has seen firsthand the damage and devastation so many have endured with the recent hurricanes. Our heart goes out to all of our neighbors who have been impacted. But we know our fellow Floridians won't just come back. They'll be better than ever, and we're here to help. We're offering up to 15% off on our products, including our aluminum roll downs, storm catcher screens, and all impact windows. Learn more about how we can give you peace of mind at stormsmart.com. Rebuild together, protect together, StormSmart.
You're watching On the Record on WPBF 25.
Welcome back. Joining me now is board member Whitney Walker. Whitney, thanks for being here with us this morning.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So what drew you to join the board of this nonprofit?
You know, this is an organization that sits at the cornerstone of the community, right on Congress and Blue Heron, and as what I like to call a daughter of Palm Beach, it's just a place that you know has always been there. And so it's having that place, having that belonging in the community was something that was so important to me. Especially as a resident of this county, growing up, going to high school right down the street, you know, really feeling like this is my community and I want to align with other organizations like community partners who are deeply committed to the same thing. So that was really my connection point. I'm from here. And here matters to me, and here matters to community partners of South Florida too.
Wow, Whitney, that's beautiful. So what role does the board play exactly, you know, in community partners?
You know, I think that Kelly would agree that we really are her board of consultants, advisors, people that she can pick up the phone to and call with, you know, just something that's going on in the community that you just need a sounding board for. You know, we obviously lead the normal course of governance of a board of directors, but I think that for us in particular, and what makes us so special, is that we really have a collective group of minds coming from a lot of diverse perspectives across the county. All of us live here, many of us for decades, and having that sounding board to come together and talk about the issues that are impacting our community on a regular basis, it's a collective of thought. And it drives a lot of the decisions that we make to make sure that they're authentic and they're appropriate for our community.
So important to have that diversity, to have a representation of the community, and to have different perspectives coming to the table as well.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what kind of impact have you seen on local families? I'm sure you've been able to meet them and talk to them. Can you share some stories with us?
Absolutely. Well, you know, it always kind of starts with the personal story. I remember when I was a recent board member, I was having a baby. And so when, you know, you get this new car seat and you're like, how do I even set this up?
It's a lot harder than it looks, isn't it, Whitney?
I knew you could appreciate that. But they have a program that actually teaches parents how to install car seats, make sure that, you know, the infant is in the car seat in a safe way. And that was my story. They said, you're a new board member. Why don't we show you our services and show you what it is that we provide? And you're having a baby, and we think that this would be a natural fit. And it was. And it's just been so helpful to have that entry experience into the organization and see it so many times over now.
And I mean, so important to think of those, maybe what some would think are small needs, you know, but really aren't to other people, and for them to be able just to feel comfortable in
Absolutely, that. Absolutely. And they've thought through really the life cycle of the process. You know, it's not that you might go in thinking that you need one thing and you end up following a core step of things to make you thrive, of programs to make you thrive, and just develop as an individual, and honestly, sense of self. And you're going to hear from one of our employees this afternoon or today, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about that too.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that next segment. Does Community Partners work with any other local organizations? Do they have any other partners, I guess?
You know, we joke about ourselves being the community quarterback. You know, and really an entity that is, it's all in the name, Community Partners of South Florida. Creating those partnerships really is in the course of what Kelly does and the team does on a day-to-day basis. So you're partnering with everyone from the county to municipalities to developers in our housing space. We're actually one of very few nonprofit developers. And so that matters so much to the integrity of our community. All of the people who value the same commitments to the community and to making sure that everyone here thrives.
You know, I want to ask you the same question I asked Kelly. If there's anyone watching this morning, or maybe someone who knows someone that may be hesitant to reach out, what would you like to say to them to just kind of reassure them that it's okay? Pick up the phone, send us an email.
No reason is worth holding back your potential. And so I would say just do it. And you never know how much each step of what Community Partners offers is going to do for you, do for your children, do for your parents, do for the collective good of the community that we all live in.
What do you hope the public takes away from Community Partners?
I hope, honestly, that we are not in this business for very much longer. because that would mean that we have met the challenges of this community. And I hope the public takes away that it's going to take all of us. And
it takes a community, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
All right,
absolutely.
Whitney, thank you so much for your
Thank
time this
you.
morning and for just, telling us your stories and your perspective. Coming up on the record, we're going to speak with a local woman, like Whitney said, about her journey and her future plans.
Thank you for making WPBF 25 News #1. WPBF 25 News Mornings, Aaron, Stephen, and Nathalie with today's headlines.
And breaking news from overnight.
On stories happening right now.
From the Palm Beaches to the Treasure Coast.
With Sandra's most accurate forecast to help you prepare. And Yasmin, South Florida's only dedicated traffic anchor.
Watching backups impacting your commute. And a 12-hour forecast for your entire day.
Watch the most experienced local morning team. WPBF 25 News Mornings. Live, local, late breaking.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in
test drive?
Absolutely.
There's the all-new Kicks, the new V6-powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now.
Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now, get a low $269 per month lease on Rogue, one of 6 Nissan vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000.
I'm Jerry. I smoked, and I have late-stage COPD. I'm hoping to get on the lung transplant list, but I don't know if I'll be accepted in time. My children are really worried. My tip is, every morning, give your kids a call or send them a text. It may be the last time that you do.
Tobacco Free Florida offers free nicotine replacement therapy to help start your quit journey. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now.
Hi folks, Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many people are hurting from Hurricanes Milton and Helene. If you have property damage, there's 2 important things I need you to know. First, don't sign anything. There's scam artists out there trying to deceive people. Don't fall for it. Talk directly with your insurance company. And second, if you need help with your insurance company, call my office, 877-693-5236. We've got your back.
There's so much cleaning to keep up with in your house. The biggest job, cleaning the floors. A once-a-year deep clean from Stanley Steamer helps floors last longer and makes them easier for me to keep clean. Wood, tile, or marble, they know what they're doing. And with their powerful equipment, I know the dirt is removed, not just moved around. There's something about the feeling of clean. And for my family, a clean home isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And Stanley Steamer is who I trust for a once-a-year deep clean.
Call or click to schedule Stanley Steamer.
Welcome back. Joining me now is Chantel Police, a client of Community Partners of South Florida. Chantel, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your story. What is your background? How did you come to find Community Partners?
So, we had a tough time in Haiti in 2010 for the earthquake. So after the earthquake, I just got pregnant with my daughter.
Oh my goodness.
So I just came to the country 2014. The English is a barrier. When you come, you don't know the language. And I had my daughter. At the time, I really need some help. And I had a friend told me that I had to start my ESOL classes. I went to my ESOL classes, registered. By the ESOL classes, I found Community Partners. And I start with my daughter, with Community Partners. I found so many resources. They help me with my daughter, they care. They do the transition for VPK and everything. And now I can tell you that my daughter, she's the example of Community Partners' great work because she's 14. She's been gifted since kindergarten. She's taking high school classes and she's taking college classes as well. That means that's Community Partners' hard work and, teaching me how to be a better mom, how to be a better example for my daughter.
Well, congratulations to you and your daughter. She has a very strong mother. You should be very, very proud, right? So she was 4 years old when she came here.
No, she was 2 and just turned 3, yes.
2, okay, my goodness. So to come to a new country, like you said, not speaking the language, a completely different environment. My parents went through the same thing when they came to this country. That is not easy.
Exactly.
Very, very difficult.
Exactly.
Okay, so you found Community Partners when you were taking your classes, and then what?
I found Community Partners when I was taking my classes, And they told me that, when you have a kid 0 to 8, you can, part of the program. So I went and registered. And that now I start, my new journey with that program. So they helped me so much because I was crying because, you're getting a little bit, tough. It's tough for you when you be a new mom and, you're
in a new country.
Exactly. Yeah. So they helping me so much to put food on my table, to help me with my daughter, so many workshops, so many awareness. My daughter now, I was so proud of my daughter getting back from the community partners. Now getting a 14-year-old daughter learning the language and now all A's, you're so proud of yourself. Absolutely. And those people getting your back.
What are some of the programs from community partners that you benefited from?
So we had Sophie. Sophie been helping me with my credit score and how to manage your saving and your checking. And now guess what? I can help in my family back because now I had a credit score 7.8 with Sophie program.
Look at that. Do you still have family in Haiti, Chantel?
Yes.
How are they doing? I know that right now there's a lot of political crisis
hanging
in the country.
There. Thank God now I had a job with community partners now. I can bring food on my table. And since now they've been helping my daughter, give her some books. And sometimes my daughter been volunteer too at the program. Anytime she had time free, she came to volunteer at Bridges program.
So you mentioned that you now work for community partners. You made quite the impression on them that, yes, you became an employee. So what do you do there right now?
Now I'm a navigator of one of the site, Bridges at Lakecourt. I manage the Creole group, helping them to get the ESOL classes, to go to school, help their family. Involved in so many activities that they have. They're gonna have their family back, they're gonna have their kids, they're gonna grow, they're gonna have so many new skills, and they're gonna grow.
Chantel, I mean, what a just complete asset to have you there, to have people that can speak to you, in their language and that you can relate to and you can show them, hey, look what I have done with my life, you can do it too.
So now I'm grateful I had that position. I can help them back. When the community give you something, you need to give back. So I'm happy that the new position that I'm doing right now, me and my daughter, we're so happy that we can give back to the community. I try to help them. If they don't have transportation, we give them transportation. We give them so many resources, they can find the way to get through their situation.
Do you have any just dreams and goals for the future, you and your daughter?
Since I've been completed all the courses with Sophie, so I have everything ready for the end of 2025. I want to buy my new houses.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, what a remarkable success story. What message do you have for families this morning?
You see, they said when you want light in your life, you need to go straight by the light. So I can say to those family, community partners is the life. If they want to bring new project in their life for their family, come to community partners. They will help them. They will find joy. We have Triple P seminar. We have Triple P for the kids. We have child therapists. We have transportation. We have so many resources. Come join the light with community partners.
And it's okay to ask for help.
Oh, yes. Yes. We have so many people to help. We have people who speak Creole. We have people who speak Spanish. And we can help them. Bring to the light to community partners of South Florida.
Chantel, thank you so much for sharing your story with us this morning. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that you want to add?
No, thank you. Thank you for
so
having
much.
me.
And again, congratulations for the amazing life you have built here for you and your daughter. She is very, very lucky to have a mother like you. Very blessed.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Chantel. We'll be right back with On the Record after this.
There's no place like the road home. Receive a $5,500 bonus on a new 2024 Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid during the Season of Audi sales event.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I think I'm in love.
You got that right.
You talk about beauty and the beast.
Tough, durable, and makes every head spin when they see it.
This is the best floor I've ever seen. Who did this for you?
Ox Floors. Fast and affordable. And I could use my floors the same day. Hey, I bet they'll give you a deal too.
Call now to get 30% off. Also great for patios, pool decks, driveways, and more. Ox Floors. Strong like an ox, guaranteed.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in
a test drive?
Absolutely. There's the all-new Kicks, the new V6 powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now.
Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now, get a low $269 per month lease on Rogue, one of 6 Nissan vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000.
Reimagine exceptional with the 2024 Buick Envision. With advanced technology and breathtaking clarity, and quiet serenity within. Experience confident driving, an all-wheel drive that takes you wherever you need to go. Make every day an occasion. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR, plus no monthly payments until next year on this 2024 Buick Envision.
Sign and drive with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first payment on select Volvo SUVs during the Holiday Safely sales event.
WPBF 25 first warning weather certified most accurate for 11 years.
There's no place like the road home. Receive a $5,500 bonus on a new 2024 Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid during the season of Audi sales event.
Thank you for making us a part of your morning. As always, we encourage you to be part of our discussion each and every Sunday right here at 10 a.m. Until then, you can watch this morning's On the Record and every episode on our website, WPBF.com, and on our free WPBF 25 News app. Matter of Fact with Soledad O'Brien is next. We'll see you again next Sunday.